Hey guys, what's going on? It's BlackXGaming here. Today we are here with a kind of FIFA video. We're doing a top 10 career mode gems. Now, gems are normally considered as like players that are hidden. I mean, these gems to me are more like they are players that you should buy or can be world class in the future, like can be good in the future, or can just be good right now to put right starting in your starting 11, which can kind of give you a boost in your career mode side. So anyway, let's just jump straight into it, starting off with number 10. In number 10, we have DANILO playing for Real Madrid. He is 23 and is a right back or can play left back. To me, why he's in this top 10 is because he is the best right back you can buy for me. Already starts off high rated and is young. I mean, Dani Alves is quite old, and the other good right backs are fairly old, and he's good at the age of 23. Started off with an 81 rating, can be boosted up to an 87 potential. Obviously, you'll be used in player training, everything like that. If he plays well in games and like he's currently in form and stuff like that, I mean, he'll go up a lot quicker than he does. His value is at 15.5 million. That's only really for the first season. It literally goes straight up after that. The reason it's quite low is because he is the backup right back for Real Madrid, which means you could probably buy him straight after in the first season. But if you want to if like you don't buy him in the first season because you haven't got enough money for that in the first place, his value will shoot straight up to 60 million, 50 million, that kind of range. Trust me, because he'll be the best right back in that form. Could be 84, 85 rated, and that means Real Madrid aren't going to want to sell him. But that's why he is in this side. In number 9 comes Jack BUTLAND. He is the Stoke goalkeeper, the Stoke number 1. Now, the reason he's in this team is because I think he's one of the best up and coming goalkeepers, and comes in at a cheap price of 13 million euros. Now, he's 22, meaning he's got lots of growth and potential. Obviously started at a 79 with a potential 87, but can go up due to player training, everything like that. He is 6'5", which means he's huge, commands the area, all that good stuff you want in a goalie. And I mean, he's really good because Stoke obviously aren't one of the big clubs in the Premier League, meaning you could buy him straight away, grow him up as your backup goalie, then sell your main goalie off as if he gets too old, or if he's just good enough already. If you think Butland's good enough already, which is why he's so good, because you can buy him with most clubs with a decent transfer budget. You'll be able to get him straight away and probably easily walk into your starting number 1. In 8th position comes Jose GAYA. He is, for me, one of the better left backs on the game. He is only 20, starting with an 80 with an 87 potential, 2-star skill moves, and 3-star weak foot, which means you could cut inside and pass, do across yourself with him getting forward. He's a very good player, valued at 16 million euros, which I mean could be quite high in some respects, but I mean other left backs out there are going to be expensive, which means that I think he's a player who wants to leave Valencia. Valencia aren't one of the best, they're a good side in the La Liga, but I could see him like leaving during he could obviously be playing for a better club. Obviously, there's some good left backs out there, Jordi Alba, Marcelo straight away. But if you're a smaller team and you're looking to buy someone in, GAYA is an excellent choice in my opinion. Coming in at number 7 is A.LACAZETTE. Now, he is one of the best strikers on the game without a doubt. At the moment, he is currently linked to West Ham and Tottenham in real life, which means he should be coming to the Premier League, which would be great. Obviously, not for me because I'm a Man United fan, but he could be joining anyway. But yeah, he's only 24, starts with it as an 84 rating, goes to an 88 potential. Obviously, he could go more, as I always say, because of player training, everything. He's got 4-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, and can play up front and on the right wing. I did not know that. I only thought he could play striker, but he can play on the right wing as well. His value is at 31.5 million euros, which means he's going to cost you a lot of money. Buying him straight away, you'd probably be paying 40, 50 million for him. But if you get him in for that, clubs will definitely buy him for more money. He's also a good player. What I do if I want to sign Lacazette, I normally do swap deals for him. So I use one of my players to swap him for Lacazette, buy him in, can sell him on to one of the other big teams in Europe, PSG, Real Madrid. They're looking at him and Bayern Munich, all looking at him, and will pay up to 80 million for his services. So you can make a huge, huge profit on Lacazette, which is why I think he's a good player to buy on career mode. Coming in at number 6 is a surprise. It is Mario Götze, the World Cup winner for Germany in 2014. He is only 23, valued at 38 million, and can play cam or left mid. He has 4-star skill foot and 4-star weak foot, which means he's a very versatile player. For me, the reason he's in this team is because either the first season or second season, his contract runs out. I mean, you can pick him up on contract expiry or pre-contract, and that means any team, if you like. The best example I can think of is Liverpool, who are linked to him in real life. A team who aren't pushing for top 4, or pushing for top 4, but aren't quite in there, or just like a team that's pushing to win the league, trying to do well in the league, and can't quite get there. He's perfect for those sides. If you want to pick him up and don't want to pay his price tag of 38 million, and you can just wait out a couple of seasons, he is there. He is yours with 84 rating, 88 potential. Therefore, he's one worth buying. In number 5 comes Antoine Griezmann. Now, the reason he is up above Lacazette, because they're both strikers, both 4-star skill foot, both 3-star weak foot. Griezmann has an 84, starts same as Lacazette, but has a potential 89. The reason I put Griezmann ahead of Lacazette is because Griezmann is such a versatile player. He can play striker, he can play right wing, he can play left wing. And I feel like he's very good at all of them. His pace is equal, or if not better than Lacazette, might be worse. But he is a very good player to get. Obviously, all the top clubs will be looking in for him. So if you're getting him early, you'll obviously be selling him off for a lot of profit. I never really tend to sell Griezmann. I feel like he's a very good player, very versatile, which is why I never really like to sell him, and I like to keep him in the side. At age of 24, he's young and has a lot of growth and potential. In number 4 is a shock for most people, I would assume, because no one would think for me to put in J.CALLEJON. Now, he is a right winger, can play cam in the game, but the reason I've put him in is because he is absolutely outstanding on FIFA 16. So quick. That is literally, he's ridiculously quick, and he's got good dribbling, meaning he can just dribble through defences. The only problem is that 2-star weak foot, meaning you can't really cut in and shoot. But I mean, with his pace, you can probably knock it past the defender, do a skill move with the 3-star skill moves, which I mean isn't really good either. But for me, he's just a simple player at 16.5 million euros. You could pick him up for about 20-25 million, and would definitely slot straight into the side. They say he's only an 81, potential 81. I used him at 81, obviously, and got him to 85 rated. I mean, that's only like a 4 difference, but I mean, for someone who's 28, he's definitely a very good player to put in your side. Coming in at number 3 is A.LAPORTE at 21 years of age, and is one of the best up-and-coming centre-backs in the world, which is why a lot of top clubs are looking for him. Currently at the minute, Manchester City are linked with him, and I think Barcelona, but that's all I can think of at the minute. He is 83 rating at the start, with a potential of 87. That's 4 growth, 2-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. Obviously, it doesn't really matter so much as it's a centre-back, so skill moves, but the weak foot is quite important, because I mean, he is right-footed, so that means he would stay on the right side of centre-back, and he couldn't really play him on the left, but he could. I mean, I'm not fussy about that, but I know some people want to have a right-footed right centre-back and a left centre-back, which I mean, can be an issue, but Laporte, obviously, one of the best. I haven't included Varane, which people might think he should be in, but I think Laporte is better, simply because you can normally pick him up cheaper, and I feel like, because Real Madrid, for Varane, he doesn't play, doesn't start, but they will want you to pay 60-odd million for him, whereas Laporte, you can pick him up for about 30, 40 mil, or you could use a swap deal for him. In number 2 is DYBALA. Now, the reason DYBALA is in the side is because he is one of the best strikers on the game, in my opinion. I always look to buy him, no matter what. You can't buy him off straight away because he's literally just moved to Juventus, but give it a season and you'll be able to pick him up. He starts off at 23.5, but he will grow to about 30, so you can pick him up for about 30 for 40 million, depending on how he's playing. He's got 4-star skill moves, and 2-star weak foot. I mean, DYBALA for me, he's just a goal scorer. You put a through ball in, and he's gonna run on the end of it. He's got great pace, and no one really can stop him, which is why he's a really good player to sign. He starts off at 78, 79 in the game. And he has an 87 potential, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, I haven't actually got him up because I never used him in enough seasons. So, I mean, but I can get him to 86, which took about 4 seasons for me, which overall in DYBALA's career will be 5 seasons, because obviously I couldn't buy him in the first one. But yeah, I feel like that's outstanding for him. So in the number 1 position is my boy Renato Sanches. Now, I love this kid. I watched him all the time in Champions League for Benfica, and he was outstanding. He's now recently joined for Bayern Munich. I'm so annoyed that Man United didn't buy him, because I feel like he's an absolute talent. At the age of 17, already at the Euros. They don't even start him in the Euros, but he should definitely start. One of their best players by far. Starts with a 76 rating with an 88 potential. That's crazy. My highest I've ever got him is 85, but I obviously just haven't used him long enough. He's only 17, which means he has tons. You have 10, 13 years or more with him if you want to do your career mode 13 years. He only plays at centre mid. His value at the start is 7.5 million euros, but that's literally, if you inquire about him, you'd always pick him up for about 8 million. No word of a lie. You pick him up for 8 million, and it's the best 8 million you will ever spend. He is that good on the game. He's so quick in the centre of the park. Has good long shots and is strong in the tackle. I would definitely recommend picking him up without a shadow of a doubt. Make sure you've got to do the updates because he wasn't on the game at the start of the season. He's not an ultimate team either, which sucks, because I would definitely put him in the side. No word of a lie. But he is the best player for me to pick up in any career mode because he's young and has such high potential. And if it comes to it, you could probably sell him off for a lot of money, probably about 40-50 million, and I'm not lying for you. So that's like 42 million you can make on him, which is crazy. But yeah, that's why I think he should be one of the best players you can sign on career mode. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video of a top 10. I will be doing more of these. Make sure you hit that like button and comment down below if you do want more. Tell me which ones I should do if you want me to do more. If you dislike it, tell me why you disliked it and why you think I should stop doing it, or any comments for me to improve this series. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. And I've been the BlackXGamer. Bye.